What's good, you guys? And I'm back with a video after 3 years. I think the last time I posted was in like 2018. It's 2021. So back with a story time about when I got jumped on Halloween. I think it was senior year. And I'm also gonna smoke. So I guess it's gonna be like a story time / smoke session. So if you're at home watching and you smoke with me if you want. You don't have to, but whatever. But also I have to make like I don't have to, but I'm just announcing that I have other videos and shit into the works and other ideas that I'm gonna be doing. If you guys want something specific you want to see, just comment it, and if I see it and I like it, I'll do it. So this is like senior year of high school and 2018. So I think we just started senior year because October 31st, September, yeah. You start school in September in New York City, US. I don't know exactly where for other people, but for New York City, you start school in September, and then it was October the month after. And I was hanging out with my friends, 2 friends from high school, and I was also gonna go hang out with my friends from middle school, a couple of them. I think it was like 3 guys and 1 girl or something like that I know from middle school. So we were all gonna hang out in Bay Plaza. So if you know the Bronx and you know New York City and you know Bay Plaza's in the Bronx. So we're going to Bay Plaza to hang out and chill. So we're in Bay Plaza, chilling. I got my stupid ass like skeleton makeup on or whatever the fuck. So we're chilling in Bay Plaza, right? And if you know Bay Plaza, like there's a whole like parking area basically. There's a bunch of stores everywhere, but it's parking. So it's Halloween, it's nighttime, and you know, be safe on Halloween. Like full disclosure, everybody should know. If you go on Halloween, you might get egged, might get jumped depending on where you are. Be safe when you go out, have fun of course, but could be dangerous. And we're hanging out and it's getting like towards nighttime or whatever. So after we're leaving, like towards to go home, the way it's set up, this is our destination and this is where we started. We have to get from here and go through the parking lot to like exit under like a bridge or whatever. We're all walking in a group of us or whatever, and we noticed that there's like in the parking lot, there's a bunch of people playing. I don't know if they were playing music exactly, but they were just chilling, wearing masks, whatever, like in the parking lot. So I didn't think nothing much of it because like I was born and raised in the Bronx, so like crazy shit happens all the time. So I was aware of it, but I didn't like put attention towards it because we didn't, we're just walking by, so I'm not thinking much of it. So they're chilling or whatever, and we have a girl with us, remember? So I think from like the distance, the guy calls over or like tries to call for the girl or whatever the fuck. She's not my girl. I don't know if she's anybody else's girl. I don't really know her too well, but she is somebody that I know. So it's not like I said anything to the dudes or whatever, plus we were pretty far. So we're all ignoring them and just kept walking. So as we're walking or whatever, we have, like I said, I have 2 friends from high school and 3 from middle school. So 2 guys, 4 from middle school, 3 guys and 1 girl. So in the middle school friend group, right, there's 3 guys and we're all walking. So once, like, I guess they see this or they think something is sus, 2 of them start like speeding up to like, I guess, like get away faster or whatever. So 2 are speeding up, and mind you, earlier in this, I didn't mention this, but earlier while we were hanging out, this guy, like my friend or whatever, he's saying that he has a knife or whatever, like or whatever, because it's Halloween. So I'm like, all right, bet, like you got protection or whatever the fuck. So he has a knife. That same guy, the one that has the knife when shit is going down, is the one that sped up and started walking away first, like one of the 2 people to walk away first from the confrontation. They're walking away or whatever, and I'm not gonna speed up because I'm not some badass motherfucker, but I'm not gonna run away or do some extra bullshit. No, like I'm gonna keep walking. If something happens, it happens and whatever. So I keep walking, me, the other guy, the 3 other guys, and then the girl, because 2 of them left. And then 1 guy starts speeding up. This is my friend from middle school. We're closer or whatever. And he starts speeding up and like to catch up to them or whatever the hell. So then it's just me, the guy and the girl from like the guy from high school and then 1 girl from middle school. I know this is very confusing because I'm not throwing out names or whatever, but just bear with me because this is the story. But because most of that isn't even like part of the story, like that's just build up to like the fight or the brawl or getting jumped to the title of this shit. After they speed up, it's me, my best friend from high school, or my best friend that, like, at that time, and then the girl. So we're walking, and these guys I start hearing footsteps and like talking, getting closer and closer to us. So I'm not thinking anything of it because I don't really give a fuck. So I'm just chilling, whatever, we're walking. And I guess like they were just tight because the girl didn't give them any attention. I don't know. When they catch up to us or whatever, we're walking and we're walking like this and they're walking like this, and they like slowly catch up to us. And out of nowhere, this guy grabs my hoodie and just pulls me back. Like, and I scrape my whole like ass like on the sidewalk, on concrete and everything. Like, I think I still have like a mark on the like slide of my like ass / leg. So that's the first thing that happens out of nowhere. Like, there's no words said. I just heard them like, I didn't know if it was them or somebody else because like it's a mall. So like, yes, it's nighttime, but there could be other people and it's Halloween. So I wasn't really like on my P's and Q's or whatever the fuck, but these guys came out of nowhere, just like grabbed me out of everybody, other the other guy that I had with me and the girl, obviously. I'm glad they didn't grab the girl, but they just grabbed me and like grabbed my sweater, the hoodie, and skid me back. So right when that happened, I already knew something was happening before because of the guys or whatever. So I just assumed it was them, clearly. And then I fucking got up and turned around. When I turn around, there's like 9 of them, right? And like I said, I'm not some big brolic motherfucker. I'm this skinny ass. Like, I'm lean, I have muscles or whatever, but I'm skinny. And I fight a lot. And maybe if you guys want, I can do more like story time videos of other fights I've been into or brawls or whatever. But like, I got up immediately and I see 9 dudes. So I'm ready, whatever. Like, I'm ready to fight everybody because this is fucking New York. We always fight. So I'm ready to fight everybody and nobody's moving. So I'm confused because remember, it's also nighttime. They're all wearing masks because it's Halloween or whatever. The group splits up. And like this one, the shortest dude, I swear to God, out of the whole group. Not saying they were all gigantic or whatever, but like, he's shorter than me. Like, he was up to here or some shit. The shortest dude out of the whole group. And I'm taller now because this was in high school, like almost 4 years ago, I think. So this dude pulls up and he walks up to me and just punches me right in the fucking face. Like, cause I didn't expect it, cause this was a weird situation going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand this. Like, they pull me, and then when I turn around, like when I get up and turn around, there's like a whole group of them, but nobody's moving, nobody's doing anything. And then they all like kind of like move around a little, and then the one shortest guy comes out and just starts approaching me. So like, I didn't know if they were trying to say something, if this, like, I don't know, this is the shortest dude. So he comes out of nowhere and just punches me right in the fucking face. And right when that happens, they all just start getting in, right? So I don't know if this is like some initiation thing they're doing or whatever. It's Halloween, shit happens, right? So the altercation's happening, they're all on me, right? So there's either 2 things you could do probably when you're getting jumped. Or 3, I guess, if you're some super strong ass nigga. 1, if you're some super strong ass nigga, I guess you can fight all of them off. All 9 of them. Just punch them all in the face, fuck them all up. If you could do that, I don't know. 2, you can either like protect yourself as much as you can without moving, like get into a ball and just, cause there's like 9 people, there's fists and feet coming everywhere, so you can't protect everything. So that, like the armadillo, I don't know if that's exactly what it's called, but when you curl yourself into a ball, that's the second option. Or 3rd, you can just try to fight back. Like, you might get fucked up because you're more open and whatever, but you could try and fight back. And I don't know, I never sit down, take anything sitting down. So I just, as I always do, just fucking went off. And I'm definitely not the first option, and I beat them all up. But I definitely did not curl into a ball. When it happened, they were all trying, because when you jump somebody, you're like, it's one dude, so it's hard for all of you to surround him like and beat him up while he's standing. So most of the time they try and get you down on the floor. So as this is happening, they're fighting me or whatever, and they're getting me on the floor. Every time they get me onto the floor, I keep getting up, punching everywhere, kicking. Like, I don't know who the fuck, but obviously it's nobody that I care about because they're all jumping me. So I don't care where, I don't know where. I'm punching, kicking everywhere. Every time they push me on the floor, I'm getting back up. Like, just so you know, the dude and the girl that was with me, as this is all happening, the girl obviously can't really do anything, so she's off to the side watching. And then the dude that I was with, that was my best friend at the time, was also just watching. And I also don't want to really blame him. I mean, I gotta blame him, you know what I'm saying? Because if your dude, this is your best friend, he's getting jumped and you're not helping, then you're looking kind of weird, bro, or whatever. But I also understand that sometimes people have a flight or fight like reaction, and if they're not used to fighting, they're not gonna be ready to like go into a situation of that, especially if this is like your first time being in that situation. That was the first time I've gotten jumped, but like I've been in fights many times since I was younger, so I know what it is. So I guess, and I don't want to make excuses, I don't know exactly, but I'm gonna assume that he just doesn't, he's not into that, like he doesn't know how to fight. Like, I mean, maybe he knows how to fight, but like he just doesn't know how to deal with situations when they come up like that. And I only bring this up because if there's another story time that comes up about another fight, he comes up in that too. He's not doing anything, he's watching, and I kind of blame him but don't blame him. And the girl's watching, I don't blame her at all. As they're like getting me or whatever, they're beating me up, they're punching me, they're pushing me on the floor. Every time they push me on the floor, I keep getting back up. I'm trying to fight back to the best of my ability. 9 dudes. So finally, I think, like, cause I have asthma, so after a certain amount of fighting, like, if it depends, cause if my adrenaline's rushing, but like I'll get tired real quick. So I'm fighting off for a little while, but then I'm starting to get tired. So as I'm starting to get tired, like these guys finally, like this is towards the end of the, like them jumping me or whatever. And I'm like starting to get up less. And then this like bus pulls up, because there's a bus stop like basically right next to us. So this bus pulls up and they're all watching it for a little bit or whatever. And then I guess as I was like getting more on the floor, because I guess the bus driver saw me like fighting back or whatever. I guess he like was watching, and then after like they saw me like not getting up anymore and getting tired, they just started like whatever. So the bus driver, he's like, yo, get off him, blah, 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 like screaming from a distance, but also kind of walking towards us. So he's like, yo, blah, blah, blah. And like the guys are still doing it. The bus driver is screaming at like some of my friends that were walking or running away or whatever the fuck, like, oh, you're not a real friend, blah, blah, blah. You letting your mans get jumped, blah, 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 blah. And then my friends are arguing with the bus driver. It was fucking comedy. I mean, I couldn't really tell because I was getting jumped at the time, but like when they told me and when I heard the bus driver screaming, kind of, it was fucking comedy. They're like arguing with each other while I'm getting jumped, basically. The bus driver comes, finally it's kind of like breaking up, and like right before they leave, and like the jumping is over, one dude, like right before they leave, just gets one full like swing kick and just like fully kicks me like right in the face, like in my nose or whatever the fuck. And he just kicks me, bam, and then they all just leave. When that happens, like I get up and I'm like, I'm chilling. I think I might have, I'm not sure if I have a video, but I think I have a picture of afterwards or whatever. But it's Halloween, so I'm chilling. I'm like, I don't really let a lot of things faze me. And like, it's not as if they tried to target me specifically. Like they did at that time, but they don't know me, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time kind of thing. So it's not like I'm gonna be worried about it or crying afterwards. So it happened. I go, I wash my face because my friend lives like nearby or whatever. So I go wash my face. My friend gives me his candy because I guess he felt fucking bad. I was like, I'll gladly take your Halloween candy, motherfucker, extra for me. So then I took his candy, I got my candy, and like that's it. That was the end of the jumping or whatever. So I don't know. Like that, it wasn't the most intense, like, I mean, it was intense in the moment. Like it was 9 dudes and me, and it was Halloween night or whatever. Like, I'm glad they didn't have a gun, and or a knife. And I'm also glad that my friend that did have the knife left early. I'm kind of glad with that, because if he would have pulled out the knife at the time, I don't know if a group of 9 dudes, you know what I'm saying, they're ready to brawl out. One of them probably has something. So it could have turned into something way more, and I'm glad it didn't. Like it was just a jumping instead of somebody dying or whatever in the streets, because that's kind of how it is sometimes. Like it's not the hood. Like, I mean, I've been around all types of hood, but that place wasn't the hood, but like there's some hood people there. So like something bad could happen. So I'm glad they didn't escalate to that point, but it was a brawl. It was fun, I guess. Like, because the thing is, I like fighting. Like I said, I've been fighting since I was very, very young. So, and it's not something to like or whatever. It's just, I don't know. If you have aggression or whatever, like I've done boxing sometimes, like not thoroughly, like, so I don't have like many boxing skills, but I've done karate for a little bit. I've done boxing, like I know a lot of sports. So things that keep me active, I like. So fighting, for some weird reason, I really like. So, like I said, if you guys want to hear more fighting stories or story times or whatever, let me know in the comments. I'll do them. Didn't even get to finish my whole blunt because I was talking, or L spliff. whatever you want to call it. This isn't a blunt because it's not a backwoods, but whatever. I got to finish my spliff or my L because I was talking. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video.